It is very sad that anybody on this panel or anywhere in the country would have any mercy for the police, and especially that who controls them these days. You see, the mismanagement of the power that is vested in the hands of the police is the one that has led to what has happened up to this moment on Mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro. There's no greater evidence this morning for the mismanagement of power by the police than the shooting of Dan Kidinji yesterday in Kawa West. A little boy who was playing around in the estate, but because a policeman wanted 50 bob, he just pulled the trigger and the boy is dead. Is because the police is misusing its power. So I want to say the following. First and foremost, the police is wasting its time if they think they can midwife politics. It cannot succeed. And the person to be held responsible is Matiang'i. For the benefit of this panel, while members of parliament were besieged at Royal Media, Matiang'i called them. So it means Matiang'i was directing the operations. He actually rang the members of parliament.
All of them?
He rang one of them.
One of them.
Sorry, he rang two of them. And they told me personally that he rang us.
Yes. Content of the conversation?
Well, it is up to them. I might not be too accurate in reporting because it will be reported speech. Okay. You will have an opportunity to interview them because this is a very serious matter. So Matiang'i was actually the one who was driving the show. Otherwise, was it by chance that he was calling them?
But if we don't know what he told them, we cannot talk about that.
Actually, what you need to do is watch yesterday's show. Alice was here. She recounted that conversation.
Exactly.
With Matiang'i?
Yes.
Okay, so she'd already stated it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So to me, speaking to the real issue, we have what took place inside the church and what took place outside the church. For what took place inside the church, it was a simple matter of misdemeanor. And if the police preferred to pursue it, they needed to record statements from both Nyoro and Commander, and possibly a few more witnesses for them to make a decision. It was misdemeanor. People exchanging that I should be the one inviting guests and whatnot. That was not violence inside the church. What looked violent, however, was what took place outside the church. And what took place outside the church was a clear case of obstruction of police from arresting Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro is not the one who was obstructing them. They were the youth surrounding Ndindi Nyoro who were obstructing. So if the police wanted to arrest somebody out of that scene, then the person to be arrested, let them visit the TV footage. They can choose to arrest all or some of the youth who were obstructing them. Ndindi Nyoro did not obstruct them.
But he knew the police were there for him, right?
He knew?
The police were there for him.
How?
How? Because he was being whisked away in the car, that the police were after him. The footage clearly shows that.
Let me give it to you.
Yes.
Hours after the police had manhandled Mheshimiwa at the church, Mheshimiwa was back in the constituency at a primary school. I didn't see a single police officer there. So the MB doesn't normally need police officers in his constituency. Neither does he have to know to go about these things on Sunday.
Even word went out that he should present himself to the nearest police station. He did not. So he clearly knew he was wanted, but he did not until they went to arrest him again in Muranga.
I think what the MB did was quite in order, because when they asked that he should present himself, they didn't give a deadline. So he went to clear urgent things like issuing CDF checks and
I think you're splitting hairs. The truth is, even if you're summoned, you will present yourself to the Central Police Station this morning as a responsible citizen.
Yes.
You will do it yourself, Bonnie.
When I'm free.
From the show, yes, you're told, please present yourself.
Immediately.
I mean, let's assume, for example, that I have another emergency. In this case, I'm a doctor. I will not stop going to attend to my work because I'm going to see I'll go and finish. And then I go and see.
That's an argument that you cannot win. If you are asked to present yourself to the police station, you do it immediately.
No.
And you know the previous day there was chaos that you're involved in, and you're told present yourself to the nearest. Don't come to Nairobi, to the nearest. You're in Muranga, go to Muranga as the nearest. Then you say that it wasn't immediate, it wasn't urgent, he had some other issues like attending to issuing checks in the... I think that's an argument you will not win, Mheshimiwa.
You see, my brother,
Yes.
what is important is what am I being invited for to go to the police station. As I've said at the
You can
beginning,
only find out at the police
it was
station.
a clear case of misdemeanor.
Okay.
It was nothing.
But you agree with me, he should have presented himself, regardless of what the matter was.
As soon as he
cheer for
was in a
himself.
position to present himself, he was not going to stop public service just to go and speak to an issue where the police was trying to intimidate him. So
Fair enough, yes.
I want therefore to conclude
Yes.
by telling Matiang'i and Kibisho that if they wish to join politics, it's free. They could even start from the Kibra by-election.
Okay.
And if it is not politics that they want to join, they are also free to apply for a job at the Police Service Commission so that they can put on uniform if they so wish to be police officers. Otherwise, they should sit in their office and do their work.
Okay.